Silver in US dollars weekly. Friday set the tone for I think for the coming week. It is very likely to continue higher. What we are seeing here on the weekly is that we have established a good 1-2 here, and that is still in the grip of the third wave. Okay, do not be surprised or shocked if that's going to turn out to be another one. Okay, but let's first finish with this one. It doesn't look to me like it's going to finish on Monday. Tuesday it will have more momentum, so we're going to continue higher. If we are in a third wave that should relate to this scale, then a third wave would, if you like, take it at least to the extension of 1.618, that's 18.07. Okay, so you see where we are now, 17.39. So there is another push higher here, that's extremely likely. And we'll see how things settle then. If it settles around here and it obviously goes on for a long extended correction, then we're going to have to relate it to the second wave that we have here. If it's going to be a brief correction, it's going to absolutely explode towards 21, then we are dealing with a 1-2, 1-2, and that is going to be something that is not going to stop so soon. Yes, this explosion up. I would advise you to go with a conservative reading. I think it's always best, especially if you are dealing with leverage products. Okay, if you're trading futures, the way I go about things, I always take the most conservative line, because futures are already, you know, entailing taking so much risk because of the leverage. You don't want to paint yourself into a corner with euphoric reading that things are going to absolutely go your way, they're going straight to the moon, and all you have to do is nothing, and money is going to pour in. This is the last thing you want to do. You want to go with the most conservative reading if you are dealing with a very high risk product. The conservative reading here would be that this is a 1-2 and we're going for a third. And we might not necessarily reach 18.07. You also have to factor this. There is no guarantee. It might exceed, it might not make it, you know, but it's very likely to continue higher, and then we will see how it behaves. Let's have a look at the daily. And right now, this is taken as a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4, 5, and the ABCD here obviously traced a fourth wave, as we are seeing a pretty powerful jump from this base. Right here it looks like a perfect ABCD here on the daily. So I'm relating what I see here to what I had here as a second wave. Okay, and that's how I conclude that we should see further upside, at least in the coming week, could be even more than just 1 week. Let's take a look at the 60 minutes. Here we are. Silver, therefore, has no business now sort of giving back all the nice gains that we saw on Friday. It has no business coming back to 17. Yes, really, it's got nothing to do there. It might have ended here, the triangle, or might have ended here. Is not going to make a huge difference, but we definitely don't want to see silver coming back, because that will simply betray, yes, betray the spirit of the entire movement here. It will, if that happens, yeah, if you wonder what that would mean, well, there are two things. First of all, it would mean that the fourth wave most certainly didn't finish here, so it could still be ongoing, and there's nothing in the world stopping it from continuing. Okay, so it might just flounder around here. That's perfectly possible. But there's another thing. Since it popped above this level, there is another possible interpretation. If it does something like that, yeah, it just shies away from establishing a base above this level. What can be said is that this is going to be your A, no problem, but in fact that's going to be an A, B, C, which is a B. Can you visualize that? That's going to be like that. That's an A, that's a B, and in fact it's going to go down in again in a series of A, B, C that will go down towards 16.55, might even go lower. What I'm saying is that we'll get a prolonged corrective move here in itself is not bearish long term. In itself is just base building, yeah. But it will mean that you are not going to get this fantastic run that is likely to reflect a fifth wave. Not yet, not just yet. You're not going to get it. So this is really important level for you to watch if you are trading very short term. Okay, 17, 15. We don't want to see it coming down here. It's got nothing to do here. If it is very strong and the impulse wave is genuine, it is the fifth leg, it's just going to continue to drift higher, and I think that is very likely to take place. That is my best reading. It's going to drift higher, it's going to establish a base here and continue to push. We are in a fifth wave. Okay, here's gold. Also gold didn't stay behind, jumped nicely here, serious jump. We're taking this as a fourth wave, might have ended here or here, and the idea is that gold should continue with this momentum to exceed 1,536.5 or so, okay, and will deliver a fifth leg. I want to show you on the daily scale here for gold. That is the interpretation that I adopt at this point. So we had an extended first. That is taken as an extended first. That's one, that's two, and it could be that I am missing something here and I have to sort of split differently. But it appears to me that that should be taken as a 3-4 because of the clear triangle. So I'm relating it to a 1-2 and I'm taking this as an extended first, that's second, third, fourth. That means that the fifth leg is not going to be longer than the third, if this reading is correct. Okay, we could have a good 2 weeks, maybe at most 3 weeks of solid run. Yes, delivering the fifth leg on the black scale, and then according to this interpretation we should go for an extended sideways price action. On the whole, I favor the interpretation that would see gold continuing with this impulse wave, okay, and also here with gold, we don't want to see gold sinking back. That's now the hourly again. Gold has no business doing that. It has absolutely no business giving back all these nice gains suddenly. And then, as I explained in the case of silver, we're going to have to consider that the fourth wave is not finished. Okay, so ideally, if you continue with this movement of the impulse wave, we should see gold easily running through 1,536, maybe spending 1 or 2 days around here and then continuing to power ahead. That's the classic pattern that should evolve if we are in a fifth wave on the black scale. Here's gold.